On the 100th day since Jason Rezaian, an Iranian-American journalist, was imprisoned in Iran, his family requested the officials to release him. On Wednesday the 5th of November 2014, Ayatollah Hari Shirazi, the chairman of the Shooting Federation, a member of the Assembly of Experts and the Supreme Leader's representative in Shiraz, published an open letter addressed to Ali Motaheri and pointed out that the event of the 2009 general elections was under the influence of the Guardian Council. In this letter, it appears that Ayatollah Hari Shirazi has accepted the pre-planned nature of the 2009 general elections, but he has noted that it was not beneficial when the Green Movement leaders invited people into the streets to protest against the pre-planned elections. During the past week, Nasser Jurkesh, the father of Soheila Jurkesh, who was one of the victims of the acid attacks in Isfahan, revealed new clues about the perpetrators of the acid attacks. Mr. Jurkesh said that, while two motorists were carrying out the acid attacks, there was a car from whom they were receiving guidance. On Sunday the 2nd of November 2014, the Great Britain Minister of Foreign Affairs expressed their concerns over the reported prison sentence of Gonche Ravami, who is an Iranian-British citizen. Susan Moshtaqian, the mother of Gonche Ravami, an Iranian-British citizen who is currently held in prison in Iran, announced that her daughter has been on a dry hunger strike since Monday the 3rd of November 2014.
According to reports, the chief of police in the city of Savere said that with the efforts of the cyber police in the city, the people who were publishing pornographic materials on cyberspace have been identified and arrested. The chief editor of Arseman newspaper has been given a penalty fine instead of receiving an imprisonment sentence by Branch 79 of Tehran's Penal Court, which was presided by Mohammad Reza Mohammadi Kashkuli. On Sunday, the 2nd of November 2014, the United Nations representatives urged the governments around the world to reduce the punishments of journalists and correspondents.
In the World Economic Forum's annual report regarding the equality of men and women in 142 countries worldwide, Scandinavian countries are at the top of the list, whereas Iran is at the very bottom of the list. Furthermore, after 4 months of detention, Gonche Ravami was sentenced to 1 year in prison. Gonche Ravami's lawyer stated that her charges are propaganda against the regime, and that her court case file is about her efforts to attend a volleyball stadium in order to watch the game. A spokesman for the Iranian Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Commissions criticized solo performances of Iranian female singers. In addition, a number of lawmakers signed the letter of protest addressed to Hassan Rouhani regarding female musicians in Iran. On Monday the 3rd of November 2014, sources close to Maryam Sadat Yahyavi, a pro-government civil activist, announced that she has been arrested despite the fact that she was suffering from an advanced cancer and was undergoing chemotherapy.
According to reports, between Saturday the 18th of October and Wednesday the 29th of October 2014, on 3 different occasions, 13 prisoners were executed by hanging in the central prison of Urumia. Although the prisoners were lacking any warm clothing, the authorities of the Rajai Shah prison forced them to attend the religious ceremony of Ashura. Also, it has been reported that the authorities of the prison do not allow the families of the prisoners to provide them with warm clothes. Furthermore, Narges Mohammadi, the Deputy Chairman and spokesperson for Human Rights Defenders, was summoned to Branch 2 of the Magistrate Court of Evin Prison.
There has been a 2-month delay in the payment of wages of 100 municipal green space workers in the Fars province. The secretary of the Association of Islamic Council of Factories in Mazandaran said that while the economic conditions of the country has put the community of workers under a lot of pressure and has left them with serious financial problems, the governmental authorities are not showing any responsibility towards these problems. A court in Khomein issued a fine of 50,000 tomans to Mahmoud Surush, a bakery worker, on charges of using satellite equipment. On Monday the 3rd of November 2014, on the 46th day of the Gila Natal factory workers' protests, protesters decided to pick and sell olives from trees around the factory in order to compensate for some of their 16 months unpaid wages.
During the past week, 4 Sunni prisoners from the Rajai Shah prison, who have been kept imprisoned in an uncertain situation for more than 6 years, were summoned to court. However, despite their transition to the court, no investigation was carried out into their cases, leaving them in a continued uncertain and illegal situation. 11 days ago, a Baha'i resident of Hamadan was arrested by the name of Hamid Azizi. Since then, there has been no information about his situation. During the past week, Ali Haydari, an Arabic activist from the city of Ahvaz, was arrested by security forces and transferred to an unknown location. On Saturday, the 1st of November 2014, the family of the political and religious prisoner, Mr. Kazemi Burujerdi, managed to meet him for about 5 minutes at the visiting salon in the Evin prison. During this meeting, Sayyid Hossein Kazemi Burujerdi announced that he has gone on a hunger strike in order to express his sympathy towards his innocent fellow citizens who are being suppressed by the current religious government under the name of enjoining the good and forbidding the evil. Furthermore, the appeals court issued and approved Susan Tabianian's sentence of 1 year imprisonment and seized all of her possessions related to the Baha'i faith. Despite the fact that the prison clinic doctors have expressed their concerns over the worsening of Mustafa Danishju's lung infection, he is still deprived of any medical treatment. It has been reported that Branch 8 of Evin Prison, which has the capacity of 500 people, is currently holding 800 prisoners. Furthermore, the General Prosecutor of Mashhad said that in order to keep the society alive, it is essential to respect the enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, and added that if this obligation is neglected in the community, the saints in that society will be destroyed. On Saturday, the 1st of November, the deputy of the Ahvaz University of Medical Sciences announced that the number of people with respiratory disease has increased in this region from a year ago. So far, around 1,000 to 1,500 people have been admitted to the hospital. On Sunday, the 2nd of November, it was reported that despite the arrest of Saeed Shirzad and his being held in the Evin prison for 5 months, he is still uncertain of his situation.